Hello everyone, it's Nen from Insightful Vibrations. Thank you so much for tuning into the channel. Thank you for subscribing, and I encourage you to do so if you have not already. And I appreciate all the likes because they help me understand which videos are useful to you, and that will help me improve the delivery of my forecasts. And as usual, we will start with the astrology for the week of July 3rd to 9th, 2017, and then I will append a video for each zodiac sign, and we'll use the Lenormand Gilded Reverie deck to deliver that forecast for each zodiac sign. Now remember that these are general forecasts, and therefore not all comments will apply to all people, except that the astrology will apply to most people. And when you're watching those videos, you should watch your sun sign, moon sign, and rising sign or ascendant, because those will collectively give you a more comprehensive picture. So what's going on in the skies today? Well, it's a fascinating week, I'll tell you, because we start off very gently with the moon in Libra, and then it transitions into Scorpio, and then into Sagittarius, and then into Capricorn, culminating in a full moon on July 9th. So the week does intensify somewhat midweek, and then again on Sunday, the day of the full moon. Now the full moon will happen in the wee hours of Sunday, so just shortly after midnight here in the Stony Creek, Ontario, Canada region, and of course you'll have to check the sources you have to determine when it will happen in your area if you are not in this region. And we also have some nice aspects here with planets forming congenial relations, and the first one is July 4th. On that day we have Mercury squaring Uranus. Now we know that squares are intense sort of alignments, but at the same time they can be reward producing or breakthrough producing kind of effects. So with this one, Mercury is all about communication. It's all about thought process. It's all about technology, transportation, those kinds of things. And Uranus is that really wild card planet that gives us these wild ideas that nobody's ever thought of, these very forward-thinking ideas, the eccentricities, the sort of electrical charge we need to keep stimulated in life and make things happen and change. And this very transformative planet being in a square aspect to Mercury means that all kinds of things could shake up in the communication, transportation, technology realms. I believe that those of you who are writing, who are communicating, who are journalists, who are lawyers, who are paralegals, who are basically authors of novels or any kind of communication efforts, even blogs, I feel that you will absolutely shine this week with this, and you may even think of an innovative way to present your material, present your ideas, and present some very novel ideas this week. So this is a really, really nice aspect. And this includes all of you videographers out there who have YouTube channels and other channels out there. Then on July 5th, we have the Sun trining Neptune. The Sun is all about the individual. It's our life force. It's our willpower. It's what makes us shine. And Neptune, currently retrograde up until the third week of November 2017, is the planet of illusion. It's the planet of dreams, of hopes, of wishes, and also the planet that can, make us a little bit laid back. So with the Sun in a beautiful, relaxed trine with Neptune, we may feel that we have a tendency to shirk our responsibilities sometimes. So keep your schedule in balance. Make sure you get your work done, but also make sure you get the appropriate R&R. And if you feel that your to-do list is getting longer than you care, or that it's just not being checked off enough this week, maybe you should just give that some conscious effort to change that, because it will be pulling at you to relax a little bit more this week. Now this is a fantastic trine for those of you who are on vacation, so enjoy that. Then on July 5th we have the Sun squaring Jupiter, and again where the squares are usually intense sort of events, I think that the Sun square Jupiter is generally positive, because, you know, as long as you know to keep in check, you know, any arrogance, any outlandishness about, any outlandish ideas about yourself, as long as you don't become over grandiose this week, I think this is just a wonderful planet, because you have, you know, the planet of benevolence, Jupiter, you know, squaring the sun. And, you know, when they tug at each other, they're both benevolent, you know, celestial bodies. When they tug at each other like that, to me, it just means more of good things. It's just that, you know, you have to find that balance and not go overboard. I also feel that with July 7th, Mercury sextiling Venus, this is a really, really nice, you know, chance for all of you to make money off your communication, transportation, and technology sort of issues. And, you know, this will be really great for those of you who are trying to think of new ways to generate income or revenue. And also it may, you know, bring communications about money that are positive, also communications about love. So this is very, very positive. On July 9th, then, we culminate into the full moon at 17 degrees Capricorn. And basically what we have here is Capricorn being a very mature sign, a sign of structure, a sign of, you know, steady building up of your life in general. It's very much a career-oriented sign. It's very much, you know, the sign that helps give civilization its structure. So it's a very important full moon, because what this means is that the full moon will be expecting you to culminate, you know, whatever you're working on, and give it some structure, give it some form. You know, you've been working on this pottery, and if it's still looking like wet clay, it's not happening. It's not going to be what you desire. But if you start actually, you know, forming it and baking it and giving it whatever TLC you can, I feel that you can really build a long-lasting structure, because that's what Capricorns do. They build long-lasting structures. And that's what this full moon can represent. Now, we also have some real action in the stars. Well, the stars are fixed, so they don't really act per se. But what happens is that they have their own energies based on the alignments with other planets. Usually when they form conjunctions, we see some kind of activity that is related to the mythology of the star or star set. And what we have this week is quite a bit of action here. And unfortunately, with the full moon, we also have a culmination of energies that day that are very, very intense. These could even be violent energies of some kind. They could be energies that make people feel very egotistical, you know, sort of taking on the attitude of my way or the highway. And this could play itself out on the world stage as well. I do feel that, you know, we have some very positive stars coming up where breakthrough effects can be made, especially in the arts and writing. These are all supported by the fixed stars this week. But we have this star set Algol, and it is really a nasty star, or at least it's associated with nasty events, often dangerous, you know, what we would call evil or violent events. And this could be anything to do with any extremism. It could be to do with, you know, people being disillusioned or even downright criminals. So do take extra care in the 5 days leading up to the full moon, and also on the night of the full moon and the full day of the full moon. Do take care that you know, you don't come across any unscrupulous individuals. Of course, if this plays itself out on the world stage, there's not much most of the common people can do about it, but you can be principled enough and communicate your views to those in power, and hopefully things will go smoother. And I also feel there's a real breakthrough effect with the stars this week. So if you're looking for a break, this may be your week. It may be a week where you can really change the pattern of things. So if you've been in the doldrums, if you've dealt with issues of forgiveness, this is the time to release all that, and that way you'll move forward. So I do hope that all of you have a wonderful week, and here are your zodiac forecasts for each sign. Take care. Hello, Taurus, Sun sign, Moon sign, Rising sign, folks. It's your forecast for July 3rd to July 9th, 2017. In this spread, we have the Woman as the characteristic card, or the card characterizing your week. That's card number 29 over to the left. And the other cards are 15, the Bear, 36, the Cross, 2, the Clover, 35, the Anchor, 19, the Tower, and 28, the Man. So what's happening with you folks in the Taurus, Sun sign, Moon sign, and Rising sign categories? Well, the Woman signifies new love coming into your life, and I do feel that for a lot of you, this will be a love that's happening overseas or across water somewhere where your lover is across water. This could be a situation where you're introduced to someone far away through a mother, or someone who stood in the shoes of your mother, or somebody who is a mother generally. And I do feel that you will either meet this person or solidify the relationship. It's looking pretty promising. So this is all very exciting for you Taurus folks. I feel as well with the Bear. We're talking about somebody who is overbearing somewhat. And this could be with the Tower. It could be someone in a position of authority over you. It could be government. It could be police. It could be, anyone who's really standing in a position of power. It could be your boss. It could be, the bank, even if you owe the bank money. So that kind of thing can really seem to destabilize you, but don't lose your cool. This week is a very high-tempered week, especially leading up to the full moon on July 9th. That's Sunday. And I do feel that, if you look at things positively, you can create new beginnings, even from rough edges or rough events or unfavorable financial developments. And that kind of thing. Also, if you've applied for licenses, you may be granted your licenses, but there may be a rough patch that you have to go through. And with the Clover, that Cross and that Clover talks about a lucrative new contract coming in. This could be new employment for yourself. It could be new, customers or clients if you're self-employed. And I do feel that all of this is going to be extremely, happy for you. I do feel there is a gentleman involved in this, or it could be someone who's just a very masculine ilk. And, I do feel that the possibility of this Clover is also very good. But also, if there's been a gentleman who's been in the hospital, I do feel that the Clovers talk about full recovery. So this is good for somebody who's struggled with their health, because it really basically means that they will, have, an opportunity to improve their health. But I also feel that, the overall pattern of this is that someone who's also confined to a hospital may also have to stay in there a bit longer, but will get a fresh start nonetheless. So this is all very good. I do feel as well for some of you who have had rocky relationships, with anyone. This could be family members, siblings, friends, parents. I do feel that there's an element of stability coming in this week. It's time to forgive and forget, and it's time to let bad relationships just go by the wayside in a forgiving way, not in a mean way. Just let it go if it doesn't work for you. But also, for some of you, you'll be dealing with shared resources. You'll be dealing with how things are split. So things may get emotional, not only from the perspective of the relationship not working, but also how things are divided. So that is in store for some of you. And especially I feel there's a prominent Aries in your week who will impact on some or all of these events. So that's it for now, Taurus. I do feel with that green Clover, there's a lot of promise and optimism, and with the Cross, a fresh start. So don't let any, difficulties this week get in your way. Take care.